Welcome to part 2 of my Asia adventure, and today I'm discussing the use of Instagram for inspiration and even emulation. In planning my trip, I researched places to visit. I sought out good photographs from many sources. But Instagram was the one site that had a plethora of good images of the places I intended to travel to. I screen captured a few of those for future reference. Despite me using the word copy in the upcoming video, I really meant emulate or imitate, for it is near impossible to accurately copy a photograph. There are simply too many variables: the weather, the cloud, the light, the people, cars, buses and taxis. They all change constantly. My aim for the Instagram images I had screen captured to my phone was for pure inspiration, to guide me to look for the light and shade, colour and texture, life in a city, and of course, reflections of neon lights at night. A very small number of images of places of particular interest encouraged me to find out exactly where they had been taken from, so that I could take a similar image. I knew only too well, though, that my image would not be as good, as the light would be different. Even if it was sunrise or sunset, the clouds would not be the same. But at times, there was a need to know where the best spot was. One of those images was the Big Buddha at Wat Phak Nam, which unfortunately I never managed to visit due to being unwell. This image was on my phone. I liked it, but I had no intention of taking the same scene. I didn't know where it was. I guessed it was taken from a SkyTrain station, but it could have been anywhere on the large network of lines in the city. It was on my first full day coming back over the road from the tower visit that I happened to look over the wall and I saw this scene. I took this image with my phone, convinced it was the same as one of the Instagram screen captures, and I would check later. When I did check, I was blown away by the fact that this 7-Eleven was a 30-second walk from my hotel. All I had to do was wait until it rained. And it did so on the last night, just as I was packing. I was in my room and wondered what was this new noise, and looked out the window to see torrential rain. I grabbed my camera and I dashed out to get my images. The problem being, I needed to buy a train ticket to get to the vantage point over the 7-Eleven. So I bought one to the next station along the line, Saladeng. The other issue was, in my rush, I forgot to pick up my vlogging camera. My phone would have to do. I opted for using the rear camera for best quality, but I had no screen to ensure my face was fully in the frame. At that moment I wondered, why had I not bought the small rig phone screen that I'd seen being pushed hard online in the weeks leading up to my trip? Ho-hum. So I'm filming on the phone just now and I'm shouting at the camera because it's really loud. The rain has decided to come down at last and it is absolutely chucking it. And I'm going to get a photograph that I planned. I saw someone else do this photograph on Instagram and I wanted to copy it. And I'm going to do that right now. But I won't be able to film myself because I'm using the phone. But, where is it? It's over there. I need to be back this way. So I come along, oh no, I need to go up a level and back. If I go up a level and back, I'll get to what I want. Woo-wee! The rains here are unbelievable. Absolutely chucking it. A little brolly does help because it just comes straight down. But even under cover, the cleaners are sweeping away water that's managed to get in. But up the steps, this is why I'm knackered. There's so many steps. I'm on the wrong platform for my train as well. So I'm going to go back down, back up again. But I don't want to miss this one photograph. This is the scene. A 7-Eleven on a corner with the rain pelting down. The neon lights, the car lights, the tuk-tuk lights, all reflecting in the wet tarmac and concrete slabs. People rushing by, umbrellas aloft, sheltering them from the worst of the monsoon rain. This is what I've been waiting for. Conditions just like that Instagram post. Can I capture an image in the same style? Shall I make it in my own style? The camera exposure metering is set to highlights, the ISO to automatic, and the f-stop, well, not quite wide open, as I wanted a decent focus depth. My goal is to keep the 7-Eleven sign from burning out, exposing the shop front well, and allowing the darker areas to be dark, but not lost to unrecoverable darkness. The results? At Saladeng, I wandered back and forth looking over the wall to see if there was an image to be had. The first was a sign reflecting off the corrugated stairway roof. I moved along to a narrow viewpoint between two kiosks to look right down a street to capture the neon and vehicle lights shimmering in the wet road.
So for this shot here, I was sitting at f11, everything in focus, brought it down to f4, there about f5, and I couldn't get the subjects in focus. Is this a problem with this lens, or is this what I would expect at these conditions at night? I don't know enough about the lens and shooting at night, but that's that just now. I think I'm probably going to wrap in a minute unless I see something else of interest.
Once the rain eased, I tried my hand at a little street and environmental portrait photography, i.e., someone in the workplace that knows you're taking pictures. I photograph what should be bustling streets and bars, devoid of patrons due to the rain. Colours of signs and bar lights glowing in the wet streets, signs reflected in tiny puddles. I make my way back to higher levels now, to snap people directly below in an abstract way. Now it's back to the 7-Eleven.
So I've done some shooting at Chong Non Si and at Saladeng, and I'm back now at Chong Non Si. I'm going to have a go at the 7-Eleven again, but at Saladeng I took a few photographs of basically lights and water, reflections, people. Have a look, see what you think, and let me know if they're crap, because I'm not well. I'm a lot better than I was. I'm not 100%. Forced myself out just now to make sure I got some footage for the channel, and I'm flying to China tomorrow. So if you didn't know, I'm off to China. Sorry about the noise of the rain, noise of the train. I'm off to China tomorrow, so I'll do a bit of travel vlogging then. Right, let's get this 7-Eleven done and dusted, and then I'll sign off. Unfortunately, there's a delivery van outside, but I might be able to make use of that as well. Oops, I forgot that step. So let's have a wee go. I've just missed them carrying in 4 crates of booze. I doubt it was booze, but I'll maybe get them taking a next lot in. So So I'm getting the shots, but the ISO is really high because it is very dark and it is photographing for the highlights. So it may come out a little bit blurry. Hopefully I'll be able to rectify that in post. But I think I've got the pictures I wanted. Certainly earlier I did. Right, that one goes up that lift. You find the stairs or the escalator, or I'm quite happy to check a stair. This place is huge, by the way. Well, I haven't checked out. You've got to actually go through a barrier. I've not done that yet. I've got to ticket out, go through a barrier, and then find an escalator. I'm blethering again. Silly me. It's steps down. It's an escalator up. At this point, I'm sure there's others. Anyway, hotel, bed, flight in the morning. Catch you another one. Thanks for watching, and remember, images are for everyone. Get out, take pictures, have fun, and all the other jazz. Bye for now.